Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Cashew.
This your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
And it's your girl Tasty.
And we are
HIPHOP MILLENNIALS podcast.
And we are back for another week.
We back in the bitch.
I'm excited about our numbers staying the same.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, you don't want to stay the same, but you want to always elevate, but you don't want to go back.
Yeah, no,
You know
we're
what I'm
definitely
saying?
not going backwards.
So I appreciate the listeners, and as we get more subscribers, the numbers will
You know what I'm saying?
But I see we got loyal listeners.
Facts. We always
sure.
get at least over our
And I
subscribers.
appreciate you.
Yes.
All the love, all
Y'all
the love.
care what we talking about?
Yeah.
Exactly.
For real.
And it's like sometimes it start off slow, but then they come.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, no, for real.
I'll be like, hold on, man. We still at this 20. Then next time I come back, it's like 35,
Now,
50.
that song's like 100 or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
As long as we don't get down to 20 and shit like that. And I'm
As long
coming.
as it's over the people that I know in real life. And I only know
Yeah.
about a good 5 people.
And it's, the thing that kills me is like knowing who's really watching, because
Right.
I ask people that I know and they don't watch. They
So
don't
it'd be
listen.
strange. Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but you know what they always say? It's going to be strangers that make you famous before people know you will.
Tell me about some post I put up and had to delete.
I did that shit the other day. I had it was a fucking it was some shit I did 7 years ago, and I was like, I'm trying to get you an interview. Anybody got $50 I could borrow? I was like, damn, what the fuck was I going
you
through,
was
bro?
down bad.
A little bit. I was like, let me delete this shit right now.
So you asked for money online.
Right. Matter of fact, JC Common was like, call me. I was like, I need to get my shit together.
Yeah,
Why would you put that on the internet?
I don't know. Just 7 years ago, I was a different nigga. Okay.
I remember motherfuckers be like, can I get a ride? Can we
Right.
get-" You know,
Nigga
shit
just
like that
begging.
online.
I was one of them.
Like, I've always had a car.
And y'all know I be trying to keep a car too, but mine be up for a while, then it
And then
go
be
down
down.
Right,
for
no,
a
for
while,
real.
then I be up again. Like I done had about 4 cars, but they be
yeah.
spread.
No, see, I'd had hella cars. I had hella.
I had 4. What's your favorite car?
My favorite one was that I bought the Dart. It was brand
your
new
Dodge
off
Dart,
the lot.
yeah.
That shit, it had 3 miles on it when I
Okay.
drove
Yeah.
it.
You put them on
Yes,
there
okay,
too.
3
huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
and somebody that I know, I ain't gonna call him out, fucking wrecked total my car.
Damn,
3 in the morning.
I never got.
And she called me. I'm like, hello. I need you to come get me. I'm on 285.
Shit.
I was
Were you in it?
Yeah, we was both in the car, but I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That shit was
terrifying.
wild.
On the
Even
highway?
somebody else wreck your shit.
But it was like 3:00 in the morning. It was a 1-car accident. It was no other
Yeah.
cars. I
Oh,
don't even
okay.
understand how you hit
Nigga,
that.
how?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
That was a long time ago, but yeah, that was probably my favorite. It was because that was the first car that I ever bought brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and
What year?
it was that was 2018.
I think so.
2018.
Yeah,
God damn.
and it was a
Okay.
2018 fresh off the.
Mine was my Chrysler Sebring.
I remember that car.
I had tinted windows. I had 2 tins in the back. Bro.
That's when you was on your come up in life.
Yes, it
like,
was.
when
Yes,
when
it
niggas
was.
start making traction out
Yeah,
here.
well,
Okay.
you can't tell
That
me
was military
nothing.
time.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Okay.
My
yeah.
first car.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Like from a real lot, not from like
Yeah,
a.
like,
that
I
was my
signed the
first
paperwork
car
and
from like a
everything.
real.
Yeah.
I went to like a Dodge dealership, not you know.
And that shit's wild because I remember being like legit happy this nigga started coming up.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of darkness come with that shit.
Yes,
Not to
it
be
does.
putting your business, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
the way
of course.
your life is now compared to when you really felt that you was winning
Right,
for the first
right,
time.
right.
Like it's like we
I was nowhere near it,
Yeah,
really.
you was nowhere near winning. Like I feel like that too. Like when you think about some of the happiest points that you
Yeah.
had, you be really thinking you was coming up.
Right.
Like when you get your first apartment, it has a lot of good memories attached to it.
Yeah.
But the first one usually got the worst
Yes, it
memories.
does.
When you was
It does.
you was
Shit.
down
Terrible.
broke.
That
Broke,
ass.
nigga.
I don't have
Just
good memories
living
in my
in
first
there.
apartment.
Yeah.
For real. My segment is just going to highlight just the Midwest for a second. I was born in the Midwest, but
okay.
I remember the
Nelly.
hype of Nelly when he came out, right?
Hell
I can only
yes.
imagine because I was
used to
such
love
a Nelly fan. I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
But man,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I wanted to put the
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid. What?
Yeah.
What?
We felt legit
Shout.
pride. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Hell
saying? Because
yeah.
we never
You put
had
y'all on the map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we never had nobody.
Yeah.
no
Except
dead ass.
Ike Turner.
You just got them cake.
Yeah,
Right.
Ike Turner
Bitch.
and Jackie Joyner Kersey.
Okay.
You know, it's a couple people from East St.
old
Louis that
school
you wouldn't even
players.
know.
Right.
You know, Jackie Joyner, the track star, man.
Yes, sir.
Nelly, man, back in that time, man, we was so prideful of having the dances. It was like literally the
Yeah.
spotlight was on us,
No.
and motherfuckers was happy. Talking about Murphy Lee because I guess with the light shining so brightly, you never really realize these motherfuckers ain't really that good.
Yeah.
So I went back and started listening to all the people of the St. Lunatics separately, and I went through a couple of Murphy Lee songs and listened to 2 of his albums. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Those shits was bad.
Yeah.
Like
They
really
sound like
bad.
mixtape people.
Yes.
You know, you see people handing out mixtapes at the mall.
Oh, like I think
Yeah.
You got
That's
that
kind
right.
of the quality
He
that it kind
sounds
of
like
gave me.
he's a
Yeah,
that
SoundCloud
mixtape.
rapper
Damn.
with a little
Yeah.
bit
So he
better
real hood
quality.
famous.
So what about
That's
the
what
actual
you're
saying?
words though? Did he have bars? He didn't have.
No. Yeah, I remember when we
But
was
is that
younger,
fair
he
to-
had
But that's
the
what I'm
verses.
saying,
His
though.
verses was hard.
Is that fair to say, listening to him in this day and age?
It does, because if you have talent, you have talent.
Okay.
Yeah, good is good.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
you know the shit from the 90s and
I
Whether
said,
if it's
okay.
1, 2, 3,
but
well,
if
it's what
bad
you're
is
saying.
bad.
Right.
I had blinders on because you remember.
from
I'ma
Your
make it
hometown.
love me, babe.
Yes.
At one point, they were saying he was better than Nelly type shit.
Shake Your Tail Feather. Y'all remember
That
Shake
was
Your
my
Tail
shit.
Feather?
I love Shake
Murphy
Your
Lee's verse, Welcome to Atlanta remix. You know, he
yeah.
always had a good verse. That shit was trash.
But you know, a lot of rappers are like that. They could kill the fuck out of
They a
somebody
hook-
else.
they a hook star.
Feature.
Right,
Like a
yeah.
feature,
And they
they
should
got
be
it.
garbage.
Yep, I hate to say it, but the Migos.
I can
I
see
like
that.
them together,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
separate. But
That new Offset song was pretty straight. It's growing on me. I ain't gonna lie.
songs.
Facts. I
Yeah,
see what
you
you're
make a
saying.
good song
I see
here
what
and
you're
there.
saying.
Everybody gonna make a good
There.
song here and there. Let's keep that shit moving, man. Keke Palmer.
She a wild girl.
She was just in the news having problems with her man.
He ain't a real nigga. He ain't a real.
I'm not even
I'm gonna
gonna
put my
knock
hands
him
on
no
you.
more, man, because now that I see what type of shit she's doing afterwards, I think he probably.
But is it unbelievable though? Everybody know Keke Palmer been ratchet. She just waiting. She was waiting for the platform.
Y'all better
to
let
show
Kiki
it.
live her best life.
Okay, so
No, do you-
yeah, I remember she was on stage with Usher. Well, he was during his performance. He come
With
pick
the-
you
with-
up,
with the-
sing.
she
to
had
you.
the
she had the
song with
cakes
the-
out. Now she's in his new video as the leading girl in
I
the
feel like he
video.
disrespectful to Usher. I slap the fuck out you.
For
bro.
real.
That's not like stop playing with me.
Are they broke up? Because you gotta be.
Yeah, no, they.
Yeah,
I
he said,
see
yeah.
what he was. They was like, now he's going for full custody of the baby and
Oh,
trying to
man.
like.
Now, that's some hoe.
I see.
He ain't finna get shit.
No.
Yeah.
What she does, that doesn't make her bad. But if anything, nigga, she's making money off the
Yes.
video. So
Yeah.
I'm at work. What you gonna say?
So do you want to be a single mother?
You
right
want to
now?
say that shit? When
She
you
about to be a single mother. She
Yeah.
trying.
She already is.
What the hell happened? That shit was immediate.
Yeah.
Like she was
nigga,
happy, and then
I
like
tell you exactly what happened. Keke Palmer's been skinny her whole life.
She had that baby.
Popped that baby out and got a
Thick
body,
as
and,
fuck.
and
Yeah. She
over.
wanna be
She
outside.
want to go outside. Like she never got that attention before. So it's kind of like when females get married young, and then when they get that grown woman body, it's like I don't want to be married
Oh,
anymore.
so
Like
yeah.
they let the internet break them up.
yeah.
I feel like even with what he did, it was probably forgivable if they could just go back in the house and just talk. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I made that fucking post.
I'm sorry, I was outside with
I'm
Usher.
sorry. No,
But I don't think she'd be sorry though.
we
I think
move
it's one
on.
of them shits.
We move on.
Yeah.
But they got a kid together. They got to
Yeah.
deal with each other. Like you disrespecting this man, and y'all got a
But the
parent
fact,
together.
I'm more mad at Usher, like I said, because you're the oldest person in this scenario. And it's
Usher
like-
said,
And
I
it's
don't
like-
give a fuck. You know
care.
why? Because
Oh.
that situation is hot right now.
It
So
is.
this is numbers. It's not personal.
Boondog said it first. That's
All
all I'm
I'm
saying.
saying-
Yeah.
Boondog said it
And
first.
Usher also said after the night.
Yes,
Don't
don't
be
be your
your
girl
girl
around me. He did say it.
What he say?
Nigga say you smell it.
Yeah,
What
he
happened
found
to
out the
Usher?
hard way.
I don't.
You don't shit. You don't think he get you lie?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't.
I do. You
I
saw-
don't.
I do.
Not
You
at
saw-
all. Not at
I do.
all.
You
I
saw-
Not
don't think those two do
Not at
anything.
all.
You saw
I-
Usher's ex-wife?
I don't think those
I
two
don't
do
think. No,
anything.
I
Like,
think
I can't see that happening.
like the.
So you mean to tell me if you
I
were
do
a
not-
childhood, not certain, but if you
I do
grew up
not think
seeing
that Keke would bust
Okay,
it
so you
open.
would
Me
hit Nelly?
neither.
Would you hit Nelly right now?
Yes, I would.
So what's the difference?
because I'm not famous.
Oh, exactly. That makes
that
it even
matters.
better.
No, that does matter.
How did you feel about Nelly moaning after he got caught?
Oh, yeah.
First of all, that shit is sexy.
He said,
It is. I'm
It's
sorry.
sexy. Girls like that.
I'm sorry.
Girls
Nelly
like
was on that bean and rubbing on his body.
I like
Women like that. That's sexy when niggas moan.
I
It
like it.
is.
I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
It's not-
Women
it's
like
Not
it.
that he
Everybody
did it. It's the octane in which he did
the way
it.
That's how
he
he-
tried to sound like a woman.
No, I know he did it. That was just
his
him.
little dude like. or
No,
something
no,
like,
that's a grunt.
"Damn, girl."
If that's a grunt, it's different. But a moan
that nigga
is
said,
like your voice.
Country
No.
grandma came out, didn't
No, right? He has a high pitched voice. Y'all try to play my man's out.
think it's
That
voice,
That is
high pitch.
no coming from
It's not-
a woman.
It's not baritone, but it's
No.
not.
It
All I'm
wasn't-
saying-
it wasn't for y'all.
Right,
Okay?
that shit was sexy as
wasn't
fuck.
for y'all.
It
It
was
was for
sexy.
us.
It
How
was.
do y'all feel seeing your favorite, like people you idolize or might have been
And
attracted
kind-
to having sex or naked? Because I think that junk has always been weird to me.
I would love to see a deadly porno.
I just it never hit right. It never hit right.
wouldn't
Every
like it
woman
'cause it's
that
like-
I lusted after as a kid, when
I
I
wouldn't
see
wanna
them now,
see that, yeah,
they-
that-
Like
What do
who
y'all-
else? You know who else? Star shout out if you want. I would love to see Money Back, yo.
That's crazy.
Sex tape.
That's wild.
shout out to you if you ever feel like dropping some shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
was ugh.
that's crazy.
But-
yes, and I would watch it every day.
No, it's just
every day.
because in your mind you think they so freaky and nasty, and then you see what they do and it be nothing.
Yeah.
Like the Kim K shit, the people that.
But I see that's the one. The thing
Yeah.
is, the ones who dropped. I never looked at Kim Kardashian at that time when the tape
Yeah.
came out. Like,
Me
damn, she
neither,
probably
yeah.
busted
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
I
You
know
look
she
like a
was.
mother, right?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. So, and then even like when Mimi was busting,
On the shower
you know
rail.
what I'm saying. Even with that, like, and I no
shit was
disrespect,
horrible.
but even like her character on that show is not like a busted open person. It's
Yeah.
kind of like not prude, because that's the wrong word, but just more conservative.
But you know,
you see what I'm
sometimes
saying?
them
So-
conservative motherfuckers be the freaks, and the ones
mean,
that be trying
maybe,
to act
you know
the
what I'm saying,
freakiest,
but-
it don't hit the same. You know, you be like, I thought you
Like,
was
I think
really.
Meg shouldn't be trash. I don't think
Meg
she's
Thee
like that at
Stallion?
all.
I don't
she's
think
like
so.
that at
I
all.
think she can suck the hell out of a dick.
That,
And ride one too.
I think so too. I think she can bust it open. I think she can bust it
Well,
open.
I'm gonna say this. I seen your girl Suki on my Twitter feed one day, and that shit was just nothing. I was like, bitch, this all you got?
She was having sex.
She was sucking and fucking inside of a hot tub.
It wasn't nothing. to
And it
be
was.
like
I
how
thought
she
it was
act.
going to be
Yeah,
crazy,
like
bitch.
porno crazy.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
to each his own. Let's keep it going. We already talked about The Blind Side. I remember the movie The Blind Side.
Yeah.
It stars Michael Orr,
Sandra Bullock.
former NFL player.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, Sandra Bullock, and you know Sandra Bullock was just in the news for some bullshit with Jamie Foxx last week.
Well,
Yeah.
not that. Yeah, her husband just died.
Oh damn.
Yeah, her husband. He died of I want to say. Don't give me the line, but I know he did pass away. I'm not gonna say doctors. I don't know, but
Damn, that's fucked up. But
Yeah.
Michael Orr, the movie was based off his life.
he
They were
signed a
like-
conservatorship with the parents.
Yeah, he has a
so it wasn't
conservatorship,
like it wasn't
yeah.
even an adoption. It was kind of like one of them things where like we'll just take care of everything for you, but you know it's
like
it's,
Britney Spears situation.
There you go.
When you're not
Exactly.
mentally ready or
Exactly.
you're
They didn't
young.
think he was. It's more. Well, hers was mental. I think his was more so because he was young, and I don't think he went to school like that. He was. You know what I'm saying?
In
He
the
was
movie, he
slow.
seemed like he was kind of slow.
You know what I'm saying?
All
For
right,
real.
But
so-
they made it seem like they adopted him.
Yes,
Yeah.
they made it seem like they adopted
Even
him,
in the
brought him
movie.
in his home,
Yep.
took care of him, bought him this brand new truck. Like pretty much took care of him,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
it's not what happened.
So basically, he don't have no money now, or is it he's complaining about money now?
I get he's saying that he never received no money from any of the proceeds of the movie whatsoever. He didn't get a
Damn.
dime.
That's crazy.
That's
In the
all.
movie, there would be no movie if it wasn't for him.
Yeah,
I
and-
guess the parents got all the money.
Absolutely.
Of course they did.
Yeah, and they responded, you know, I'm so heartbroken that
He would
feels
think
this
we would do
way.
him like that. Da, da, da. That's like what they did.
Hey, that's what happens with a lot of these young athletes, actors, celeb
Hell
kids.
yeah.
They end up broke when they get older because somebody was just running through their money.
But
course.
what's crazy is they hinted in the movie, and it's like the fact that they hinted toward it in the movie and you did it anyway is wild.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole point of the movie. Like, why? Because in the movie, they was like, why are you trying to make him sign to Ole Miss? Because you know that's the school y'all want him to go to. Like on some other shit.
Yeah.
But that shit was
And the movie wasn't bad. I just
was
don't like
straight.
those movies where it's like, I saved you, little black kid.
pretty much. That's
Yeah.
what
You know
it
what I'm
was. She
saying?
took him out the hood.
You
type
would be
shit.
nothing without us, you know, but
I don't know. It's kind of like it's catch-22 though, because it's like that movie came out mad long ago. You just
2011
now
or
noticing you ain't
09.
getting no money. Like,
Well,
nigga,
you
you're
know-
a national football player.
But you
like,
know what? He might have been trying. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it just hit the news. You know,
That could
it
be,
could
yeah,
be.
you're right.
He could have
Maybe somebody just picked it up.
that shit
Exactly.
came out what like 08?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, them prices starting to go up, and you starting to
Okay,
allocate
inflation,
funds.
You done got a Netflix deal.
Yeah.
Wait, you gotta come up with some. Yeah.
Exactly. No, for
Exactly.
real.
Let's get into our Come Have a Taste Tea segment with my girl Taste Tea.
Hey y'all. Okay.
So-
Right. I missed y'all.
I hate y'all.
Right.
All right.
So, if you could erase like one thing from history, what would it be?
Slavery.
Really?
He said that quick as hell.
That's crazy. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't get rid of that.
One
shit.
thing from history.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Okay. It's going to be something where black people getting stuff taken from them. Either us getting taken from Africa or slavery. Them taking our inventions.
I would think mine would have to be I don't want to get banned for this, but the way that they're trying to force homosexuality on everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone. I lived my life that way for a very long time, so I would never toot my nose down to, you know what I'm saying? That's not the case. But at the same time, It's just I feel like
It's being forced on the kids.
Forced, and I don't like that. And I feel like I wish it would almost go back to how it was before. Not even like the hiding, because nobody even wants anybody to hide. But if I want to be a part of that, or then that's my choice. Versus it's like you don't have a choice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As far as that topic goes, I understand what you mean, but it don't even have to go back. Just stop making it the only thing that's important to put out. Quit pushing
That's the only agenda right now.
I think if you want to make it normal, you have to stop forcing it. It just have to
let it happen.
And I think I just be kind of like, I went to the store and I was trying to get the baby some clothes, and all the boys stuff was like pastels. I didn't see any fucking trucks or dinosaurs or blocks. I didn't see, it was all like clouds or like fucking rainbows, and I'm just like, and it's nothing. It was like yellow, like where I don't know, and there's nothing wrong with that.
At that age, they don't have a choice. Like,
have y'all know social media influencer is a real thing? Influencers. Have y'all noticed what they doing with Drake lately?
What you mean?
No.
I'm gonna say Drake has been real feminine lately.
He been in his feminine bag.
I'm talking about more than usual. He been painting his nails. He got that picture with him and them barrettes in his hair. He just been doing a lot. Yes, real talk. He been doing a lot of feminine shit lately.
Wow.
Like really feminine. I'm talking about.
But he has the biggest following. Well, of course they would make him do it.
Exactly.
You don't have a choice.
But it goes. That's what I'm saying. They're making
people,
him do it.
You have to.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got no choice.
I mean, I feel like feminine is a strong. I mean, just I guess maybe more fluid.
Yeah.
Like not pushing the masculinity.
Absolutely.
Just like gender neutral, and it's like.
I think
boys can wear bows too. Boys can paint their nose. No, they can't.
No, they can't.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
You can, but it's just like, let me take that away.
So what,
you can do what you want.
Okay, if y'all pushing boys to be feminine, what is the boy thing to do now? What would they say the boy thing to do is? Clearly, it's something for girls to do.
Right. Well, even not really know, because I didn't even know what the fuck a cis woman was. That's like a thing. Like that's like what women. They be trying to take that. It's too much.
It's a lot, man.
And I don't even understand it.
It's just a lot. Oh my god.
Now this might get real wild. I would do religion.
Okay.
Another big thing that separates. We're all human beings, and I don't understand how we're all going in so many different directions when we're all the same damn race.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if that was one of the things that wouldn't be here, it would make us more harmonious. Because it's like that's just one more thing to argue with. Well, you're a freaking, you know what I'm saying, Buddhist, and
so you don't
know
believe
what I'm
in
saying?
Jesus.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm just playing.
You know the crazy thing? It's like a fine line with that, because it's like, yeah, you can take religion out, but the fact that the reason why things are the way they are is because people don't believe in God no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to preach, but I'm just saying, once they start taking God out of everything, it just makes it like, shit.
Well, I don't even necessarily mean like God per se, just like so many.
Not spirituality, but just religion. Like particular.
The versions
the
of
shit that make people kill.
There you go. Right.
I would change the rule that said you can serve in Congress and Senate and Congress as long as you want to, because I feel like if we had a rotation of people in there instead of old ass 98 people still 40, stuck in the past,
niggas having heart attacks on stage and shit.
A lot of stuff would be different, and we have a chance to improve.
We still have niggas' grandparents in there, like,
and I feel like if we had a chance to get a rotation of people in, we'd get a more diverse, and
those old people that you're talking about, those are the ones selling the country out.
I know, that's what I mean.
A fact.
I believe those are the ones that change that shit like that, because it's like you really don't see new faces in there.
Love to change that.
They gonna be having triple bypass surgeries.
They gonna be there till they die.
Joe Biden been fucking people's lives out.
Yes.
You know that any hospital in a country will put a congressman over a child for a transplant for anything.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes,
seriously. If dead ass, they will. If they have to choose between, yes.
But
okay, one more question.
Right.
Okay, and would y'all be mad if y'all spouse got famous off of a love song that they made for their ex?
No.
But it's like, every time you always got to hear it, and then it's the complete opposite. Like, dedicated to them. I love your hair, baby. I love you. Like, but it's not you.
Nah,
no?
I wouldn't.
If they're together with me and we getting the money from it, that's cool. I collect the money from your ex. That's cool with me.
Would you care?
From a song.
Cause y'all know most of the songs of artists come from the past anyway, until they start making the music current.
You need to get a new song.
What if that's the one that blow us?
I mean,
If you made it before we got together, then no. But if you made it while we're together, you got
right.
You got me.
Okay, boom. You've been trying to make it. You've been putting out music, and then you made it off of this song after we're already together.
No, that's different. Hold on.
I'm gonna tell y'all something as an artist, right? When you're creating, usually the person you're talking about is a mixture of all the people that you've ever dealt with.
Yeah,
like it's just how it works.
But in this particular song, you like your blue eyes, your long dreads.
Hey, do y'all remember Sarah Smile? That's on Sarah Smile. Nigga, it's songs about specific people.
Yeah.
Like, you think that nigga's wife was mad he made a song about Sarah? You know, Sarah. Look,
if they were married,
Ari was mad that Waukesha wasn't about her. She was like, who the fuck is her?
Get the fuck, bitch.
Would you feel away?
I wouldn't like it.
I mean,
you gonna spend that money though?
Yeah, but I wouldn't like it.
Because I feel like that's why you didn't make it a song about me?
Because I feel like you said, Azar, I feel like music comes from the heart, the soul. You know
so why you can't make a love song about me right now?
You're that invested in that person that you made.
It would just make me question like, how do you really feel? Yeah, like, do you really?
Like I said, I love it when you feel inside. Wait.
What if it was like a today's song, like when you bend me over, I love you. Know what I'm saying? Like if she talk.
And she's talking about her other nigga.
I like when he put me up on the wall. You've never put her on the wall. None of that shit.
The only reason why I can't knock it is because you don't know where inspiration come from at that moment.
Once you hear
you just got bent over yesterday.
She was like, I was on my knees and giving him deep throat. You know she's not talking about you. You got me fucked up. And you performing? Bitch,
this song is called Dedicated to My Ex.
Like Take You Down type shit, but it's not about you.
Dedicated to my ex.
Man,
the one that got away.
You know what I would? Now that's fucking disrespectful. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Like, I really miss you, girl.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A love song about another person while y'all are together.
I'm still, if it hit, and you're saying it hit, I can't be mad about it hitting. I won't listen to it. Hey, it's like,
but if it's a hit, it's everywhere. If you turn on the radio, it's the commercials.
Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. Yeah. Or you know what? Me, I probably man, turn that shit up. Thank you for this. Thank you, Steven. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for this.
You're fucking lying, bro. You're not finna be in the car hearing a song about your chick getting bust down and be like, turn that shit up.
I might not like it for real, but I would find a way to deal with that shit because it's only gonna be a hit for so long.
You know what I'm saying?
Once it's
what
dead,
if it's like a Michael Jackson hit, like a comeback every holiday season?
You'll probably hear the truth from me when I get drunk. Man, turn this shit up. You fucking bitch ass nigga. That's why I'm in the house that paid this song paid for. Nigga, you know,
nigga got a diss track out.
That's gonna have a taste.
That's funny, man.
That's funny.
All right, y'all. Let's keep it moving, man. Mississippi Goon Squad, please guilty.
That's fucked up.
The way they tortured them.
The police.
They were cops, man. Like that shit.
All right, so 6 former law enforcement officers in Mississippi who are all white have pleaded guilty to state charges related to the torture and sexual assault of 2 black men. Yeah. First of all, why? Where does the sexual part come in at? Y'all trying to embarrass them.
Okay, there was a video online where the judge was mentioning something about chocolate syrup getting poured on them and them getting like
so y'all
repeatedly
y'all getting off.
That seems like what it was. I don't know.
Like it's like a dominating kind of thing.
All right, so back in the day when they would hang men, they would do things with their genitals and feed them to everybody that was there. You know what I'm saying? They're eating them.
You know why? Because that's fucking a ritual, and you really want to consume all this big black meat. And I'm not trying to be funny, but that's how they really. You know what I'm saying? It's like they hate you so much because they want to be you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. This motherfucker, all of these guys, give them an electric chair.
Please do.
Like you need that death penalty.
I feel like it had to be a deeper story because it's just like 6 people to just not randomly, because I'm pretty sure they probably done this shit before, but it's just like I don't feel like that's not a random attack. Like 2 people, okay, you might have on the scene and some shit went left, and then but 6 collective people, like I felt like they probably knew them or so, you know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be deeper than that. That's a lot of people involved to just randomly, hey, let me find 5 other niggas to go commit a crime with me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's not
That's true.
I feel like they probably thought they were better than them, or they probably put them out of a nicer car. Like that should be real. Like when you A lot of things they don't say about like having money when you're black and stuff like that. Like you'll get pulled over a lot.
I remember driving down the street. I think in Marietta, and a Maserati got pulled over, and you said it's because he black. The driver in the car was black driving a Maserati.
He got pulled over.
That's actually happened to me before. Remember when we got pulled over? In that fucking Charger. That, you know what I'm saying? And that really, and we went to jail. First of all, okay, wasn't some weed. A little bit, but it was like no, it wasn't neat. It was literally a roach was stuck to the bottom of a cup, and that's all that they found in the. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Clearly. And they was like, got him. But first, we was out there for hours, like hours. It was crazy. They kept calling people. They was like, where are the drug? It was.
They smelled it.
No, it was nothing in the. But the car was nice.
You lucky that interior should have parked.
They did. It didn't. No, they didn't cut nothing but they definitely like took everything out. They it was crazy. And then behind the roach, we actually got it thrown out because it was some bullshit. But I went to jail that day.
I remember the sergeant and everything. He was like, "Bro, just let it go." And
the nigga was like, "No,
I'm not letting it go." He was like, "I know it's something in there. I'm gonna fight." He like, "Bro, wow,
that shit was crazy." That was like one of the first times I ever went to jail. One of the first.
Former law enforcement officers have pleaded guilty to federal charges after investigators say the white officers tortured two black men for hours, then tried to cover up the crime. Miguel Almaguer now with what the victims are telling us tonight.
Tonight, Eddie Parker and Michael Jenkins say justice can be served now that the 6 white Mississippi law enforcement officers who beat them for nearly 2 hours have entered guilty pleas.
Finally gave up. I knew how it was to give up. You know, it wasn't a surviving. It was a hoping I'll make it to the end.
Prosecutors in Mississippi
say the
officers tortured, used racial slurs, and sexually assaulted the 2 black men inside a Braxton home last January. Court documents reveal the officers, who called themselves the Goon Squad, broke down the door, beat, tased, and threatened to rape Parker and Jenkins while calling them the N-word and monkeys as they accused the men of sleeping with white women.
I told you. I told you.
They do this.
Look, I could let that shit play for another minute. It's 2 minutes and 34 seconds, but I was just trying to let y'all get a good here because we
one of them hit one of their wives or girlfriends
or sister or
something of that somebody they knew and probably was like, oh well, you know, he did me dirty, he don't call me no that shit
or not even it don't or even could be right. She might love that nigga, you know what I'm saying, and they just not going. And in Mississippi, that's the South, you know what I'm saying?
It's not surprising that shit happened in Mississippi,
but it just kills me with the
I would never live in Mississippi, by the way.
And shit.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
You goddamn, you're that mad that you're finna rape a nigga out of anger?
Because one of his wives or sister got busted down by this big black man, and you got a fucking attitude. Like,
you gotta think about how fucking low down you gotta be to even go sexual with that.
Yeah.
Like, beating a motherfucker is something, but beating them and then trying to
that's the only thing you have over somebody. That's the only thing you can have over somebody.
No. Not over somebody, a nigga, because
well, there you go.
Like a nigga can have over another nigga. That's the most way
that's why
to demasculate.
When he said I broke, that's when they won. Yeah. He said they broke me.
He said he never want to break. Man, that's a deep topic right there. I don't even want to really get too much more into it.
They're going to prison.
Get them boys.
You know what's about to happen though. They're going to get them real boys in jail.
Payback's a motherfucker.
Tyrone.
And now you're about to get raped. You're about to get raped.
Yeah. Because the biggest niggas are in jail.
Yeah. Everything that, and they're in a Mississippi jail. They're going to be in Mississippi prison too. I guarantee you. And they pleaded guilty. I can't see them pleading guilty unless they either got some way of getting out of this shit.
No, they finna get game.
Or they about to get like something about to happen. I need real shit to happen. Real concept for real. Yeah. Howard University campus attack. The Howard University campus attack.
I heard it was some teenagers though. They was filming it on social media.
They said it was like over a disagreement and it just broke out into a fight. But they said a lot of bystanders got hurt too. Like they was just what got stabbed.
It was like 50 people caught up in that.
Why it gotta happen at the black campus?
I don't know.
You took the words out of my mouth, Cashew. I'm like, bro, why at Why?
HBCU.
Predominant black college. Why, y'all?
Yeah.
Come on. Y'all giving them another reason. They trying to shut these bitches down already. Like, y'all just giving them another reason to do it. Like,
I mean,
all they said they was gonna do was try to improve security or whatever.
yeah, they said they installed like 52 new cameras and shit like that. But then again, why the fuck don't y'all have that shit already? Like,
well, that's what they said. They called the 2 security guards in that was supposed to
and
be
they said
posted.
they ain't do a damn thing.
And they said they stayed out of this shit because they ain't want no part of it.
I done seen that happen.
But if I ain't got no gun, I'm not gonna lie to you. What you want me to do? Like,
either though.
I'm not breaking.
if I have a gun,
what
okay, I can be like, you know what I'm saying, backup type shit. But if I got a baton,
Nigga, I'll blind your ass.
like,
Look at that mace.
if I'm a rent a cop, I'm not going. I'm sorry.
That flashlight, something, I don't know.
I'm not breaking.
That's the part where
I'm never breaking.
That's the part you realize I lied on my resume.
I think they have. Yeah. Well, it depends on what type of security you are. Because some type of the security on campus usually be cops.
Yeah.
Or
Some of them do be armed.
yeah, or the motherfuckers just be. Well, they're always cops.
Yeah.
It's always cops. He must ain't feel the need to get up in that shit.
Yeah, because I done got pulled over by campus police before. Like, they have guns.
I used to hang out at Fort
And
Valley
they can
State.
arrest you.
Yes, they
I
can.
used to hang out
They
at
can
Fort
hold
Valley
you to
State
the
a lot,
real
and they
cops.
had real cops as their campus security.
The kids, elementary school got a real cop as the cop in there.
I like that.
I do too. I see her all the time. She look mean. I'm glad.
She got to.
I want you to look mean.
All right, so let's get into pick your poison.
Okay, so would you rather lose your eyesight or lose your memories? Like, you seen the movie 50 First Dates where she had to start a new day every day?
Yeah.
So would you
Oh,
rather,
like that?
lose your
God.
memories, like every day is a new day, or lose your sight?
I'm not losing memories. I don't ever not.
I would
see.
lose the memories, yeah, because you can just pop up with a baby and explain to me where it fucking came from.
But every single
not
day
to be
for the
able
rest
to
of your
see,
life?
that's fine. Make it work.
Yeah.
They did.
You don't even think like,
I'd rather lose my eyesight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every day is
I
like
don't
new
want
to me,
start
though.
over.
But like, what if like somebody
You wouldn't
die
know.
and then you wake up?
Oh,
You know
you
what I'm
said I
saying?
wouldn't know.
Like,
Oh,
I mean, if you keep
you gotta be
forgetting
sad
everything,
every
you-
time.
right? Like if somebody die and then, or just I
But
guess
you gonna
not
forget
even
about it the
thinking.
next day.
But then you're gonna be reminded again when I'm like, where is?
Oh, it's like the same day.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
well, where is? You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
family members start to pass away and stuff. It's
Right,
Like, or
and then
if
it-
something were to happen, you wouldn't even.
like if it
I
start,
think about
or it started from like right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody
it'd be
else
like
is
reliving like misery every day if some bad shit happens or something. I don't know.
I'm never getting rid of my eyesight.
yeah.
Right, I'm sorry. You gotta remind me. Like,
Oh, who was that?
Yeah.
There you can see him.
I can't.
I remember saying you wake up, you're like, where's Minnie? Where's the kids? Where's
Write a note, nigga.
where's Nala?
She'll write her ass here.
Eventually.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Mine is survive 1 hour with a pilot with no experience,
Oh my God.
or a highway ride with a driver who's never driven.
Damn.
Hold on. Say that one
Either
more time.
way,
Say that
I'm
one more
going on the.
time.
I'm the highway.
going on the plane,
I'm going on the highway.
I'm going on a plane.
I'm the highway.
Hour flight with a pilot with no experience,
I'm going on a plane.
and basically an hour drive on a highway with
Planes
a driver
have
with no
autopilot.
experience.
Look, click that fucking button and let us
I'm
survive.
taking
real
plane.
quick.
You taking a plane?
I got too much anxiety in cars to even fuck with that.
Fuck no. I done been in. I done survived
not-
car accidents,
I'm
and
not-
I just
fuck
feel.
that.
I just feel like with the car, it's like even if somebody
die.
hit you, but it's like with the plane, it's crashing and burning.
No.
You're going down.
They have
and then,
planes
no.
fly
Okay,
over
no.
space.
Autopilot. No, I feel like that's cheating because that's like
Planes
driving a
fly
Tesla.
themselves.
I'm not
You see
aware.
what I'm
saying? I done
saying?
survived
I feel
hella
like
car
planes could be
accidents.
easier. I don't know.
I
I feel like
I
planes
feel-
are controlled.
so
If
like,
I'm
that's the
going
real
to crash,
question.
I don't want a plane.
Like,
I don't want to feel it.
I'm-
all I'm
going
saying, but
home.
if that is the car like a Tesla, because I can press auto.
I'm going to pick
drive.
the car because it's on the ground.
No, hell no.
People survive more car
That's
accidents
what I'm
than plane
saying.
accidents.
Everybody's dying on. If
Yeah.
the plane goes down,
But a car accident,
Not if it go in
even
the
if
water.
you
9
don't-
times out of 10, you're flying over water.
Y'all know y'all done see some fucked up ass
Okay.
car accidents, okay?
You see fucked
and
up
y'all will be
accidents.
fucked up like a motherfucker. So y'all ready to live the rest of your life as a fucking vegetable or whatever.
Right.
Y'all limbs
If I'm
and
gonna be
shit
dead,
cut
I'll
off.
be dead. Fuck
But
it.
I-
If I'm gonna die in a plane crash, I'm gonna die instantly, and I'm done.
Exactly,
Like,
instantly.
So it's like
You can
okay,
survive a car
I'm
crash
not
and
gonna
be
be tortured
fucked
in the
up,
hospital,
like,
burning
your
and
leg
shit,
over
all
here
fucked
and
up.
shit
But y'all
over there.
wanna, this is one thing I didn't factor in.
What?
See, if you're driving an hour, they could just drive really slowly, get in the slow lane. But a
And they can
plane,
press autopilot
person
on
don't
the plane.
Yeah, you could just coast.
How you going to know to press the autopilot.
They gonna find that fucking
I don't think it just say autopilot.
And it takes two people to fly a
Same
plane.
way it say goddamn cruise control in the car. It says autopilot on the plane.
Here's the big button. It ain't like that.
I don't think it's up there.
But with no experience, nigga, you gotta have at least something.
No, nigga, no. He said no experience. Like,
It's
impossible to get behind a plane.
It's you up there.
It's us four.
If y'all think about
all I know in movies, they grab the handle and go like this.
All right, so look, you get one of your kids to drive a car and get you to drive a plane.
You will die instantly. Somebody, they're gonna crash.
No
into
experience.
I told you, look, on the plane, you gotta grab the handles and just go like this.
Man,
go up.
Thank you.
I've seen enough movies, okay?
That's not real.
You pull it up.
Merge
Okay, that's all
onto
you
the
gotta
highway
do.
with somebody inexperienced or never drove before. Come on now.
I don't even think half the buttons
Come
are
on
real,
now.
okay?
In 2 seconds, you hitting some fucking body. I don't care what
I'm
you
gonna hit the wall. We boom.
At least in a plane, you can figure out how to fucking put the wheels down and try to goddamn.
Nope. And that's really where it get fucked up because you got no experience. How you gonna land that bitch?
Okay, but think about like this.
You said survive 1 hour, so we stay up in the air an hour. That's all we gotta do is last an hour.
And think about it. In a car, you have more shit to hit. Nigga, it's open air out here. What the fuck? I'm gonna hit a cloud?
Give me
I got a chance to.
Give me over some water.
I like the fact that y'all
flotation devices.
Exactly.
Okay, look,
I like the fact that y'all thinking like this with no experience.
I told you, grab the handle.
I'm gonna drive the plane.
I'm just gonna ride this bitch and I'm gonna let the wheels down.
The fact that y'all think you're not gonna hit the first thing soon as you pull out is crazy.
You could tell somebody like I'm not saying, but I even remember the first time. Hold on, all I'm saying is remember the first time
you might not drive nowhere.
All I'm saying, no, listen, think about it. Remember the first time you drove ever? You wasn't like fuck. It wasn't like that. Somebody was telling you what to do, and
inside of a what, y'all? Inside of a what?
A parking lot.
And there you go. Not on the open road.
Who say that it's for the cars? Y'all adding segments in
so
it.
you mean to tell me the first time you get in the car, you're not gonna tell me. You're in the parking lot. You're not.
But
with other cars.
it's always a first time. Just like it's the first time we was on the highway. You see what I'm saying? Or the first time on the street.
Start in the parking lot first to get used to it.
You said that the first time they see that.
The very first time they get behind the wheel, you about to make a left on I-85.
They're closing their eyes. As soon as they see that big ass truck coming, a couple trucks, they're gonna be like,
I feel like I could talk someone into us not crashing. Okay, maybe not me, but a calm person. I feel I do.
Who's gonna be
You're gonna be panicking.
I said what I said. Y'all could die in the plane crash.
I will.
Nigga said I'ma just put it in auto drive. Y'all gonna be in there. This shit gonna be turned up.
So y'all chose the plane.
I'm choosing the car.
Chose the car. Okay, bad.
Alright, would you rather have a spouse that insults the fuck out of you every minute, every day, or just ignores the fuck out of you? Like, doesn't listen to shit you say, or just insults you, like in public, or no, like both?
I'll take the ignore. I take it. Listen, I'd rather you not, because I don't know. I don't care what nobody says. After a while, you gonna strike a bitch. What the fuck is you talking about? They're going to say something that's the needed. What's that? The camel that broke the fucking straw back. And you gonna pop her in the fucking mouth.
Yeah. But I mean, like, ignores you. Like, if
cool
you
with
ask them something, they don't be
whatever. But you're not finna be in public. That's why I got a little dick.
Some people hate being ignored. I don't know.
All right, my personality gonna say I'll take the ignoring but then I hate being ignored.
Yes,
but,
me too. That's just as bad because
insulting
I can't take that.
Insulting brings out anger, but
yes, when you're in a restaurant, they be like, that's why you got money to pay for the fucking bill.
But
what?
I look at them. Why do I look at them exactly the same?
Ignored.
No, I'm taking ignore.
I'm taking ignore too.
I'll take ignore, but I get really angry.
I'll put my phone out of the meeting because we having dinner or something. Fuck it.
But you keep on being disrespectful, we gonna have problems. I feel
you're
that.
Going to hit a motherfucker. I don't care what you say.
To me.
But like
insulting
and ignoring is like,
because it's like ignoring. You don't know what they're thinking. You just know they're not fucking with you.
Yeah.
But when you know exactly what they're thinking when they insult you because they're fucking saying that.
Bitch.
Right. And if I really wanted your brother.
If you ain't got tough skin, that one's not the one for you.
I don't care if you got tough skin or not. That shit that'll break anybody down after a while.
Facts.
All right. So
what you picking?
I'm picking ignore.
Ignore.
I don't want to be insulted every 2 seconds.
I swear.
All right. So mine's is: would you rather be a genius and everyone thinks you're an idiot, or be an idiot and everybody thinks you're a genius?
I would rather be the genius.
I'd rather be a genius. My work will speak for itself.
But it don't matter what you do, they think you stupid. Like, I don't give a fuck.
They don't like
you could solve a
Rubik's
Cube in 2 seconds. So you dumb. Anybody can do that shit. They're always gonna belittle you. No matter
I'm taking the other one. I'm taking and the other one is
you dumb as fuck, but they think you smart as hell.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You think I'm a care about that.
But you don't know anything. They're like,
I don't.
She's a rocket scientist. She gonna go over here and fix this boat.
But if you think I can, then that's fine. But if you say, is it rewards behind it?
No, nigga, they just think you can do it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, am I getting jobs and shit? And you see what I'm saying? Like,
you're dumb. You can't really do it. They just think you can. That's what I'm saying. Like, they just think you can, but you fucking can't. So eventually it's gonna come out, but you're a genius, but niggas just think you fucking
fuck a lot of shit up. Like, put people in jobs.
Like, you're smart as fuck, and they just.
I'll be the genius.
Yeah, me too.
They be like, well, you can't be a manager because we don't think you're competent enough. You gotta flip burgers.
Look, fuck
you're never leaving the grill.
Well, if you're a genius, you
barely can do the grill.
You know, if you're a genius, you can make a life for yourself in a way. Fuck them folks and their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You over there,
like, I'm really smart. No, the fuck you ain't. Like, nigga, you ain't past the bar. Nigga,
I mean, it's kind of like that with genius in general. People who ain't genius, they really can't understand you anyway, so you might as well be dumb to them.
Yeah.
They don't understand shit you talking about or what you doing with.
Right. I actually had another one. Can I do another
Go
one?
ahead.
Mm-hmm. So you either have to wait, hold on, because this one was good as hell. Right. Okay. Would you rather be forced to sing and dance every time you hear a song, every single time, or you can't hear music anymore? Like, you gotta sing to it and bust a jug every single time you hear some music, and it's like you gotta bust
like
that
Chris
shit.
Brown dance.
Like every time, and sing and dance every time you hear.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like I dance every time I hear music anyway.
No, nigga, not that type of
like
dancing.
you have to sing
I'm talking about stomping
and bust
hard.
an 8-piece.
You
Every
got served
time.
type shit.
How long does that last?
Okay, so you gotta do not even. You gotta do an 8 count though.
8 count
every time.
I do it. I'm not giving up the music.
Yeah.
I can't give up the music. That's a big part of my whole existence. I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna just find some way to enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
You gonna be shopping in the grocery store,
If
busting
you
the dick to
right, they singing the goddamn on the
overhead music in the grocery store.
You just gotta goddamn you gotta bust that shit every time.
You could
niggas do it now. Shit.
Exactly. Like you
Turn
could
it
choose
into
when you
money.
want to hear the music. Like you could. You don't have to go out. You know what I'm saying?
You don't try to find a loophole in some shit.
Yeah.
Y'all get it? Hold on. The wheels
That
down.
nigga said I should goddamn niggas.
Everybody see that part of the movie, okay? You know how to goddamn.
Sitting in the doctor's office, all of a sudden that music come on, you gonna be
I'm going in. I'm going in.
Just imagine you on the phone, we put you on hold, you got the elevator music going, you gotta be like
in the middle of the elevator.
I feel like I literally dance every time I hear music. Literally every time. Y'all don't dance every time y'all hear music?
No.
You don't move or nothing.
No.
I'm not saying get into a full ass, but I feel like I literally dance
every time you hear music, not just music you like, any type of music. Nigga,
I feel like at some point I start doing something.
You gonna bust it out?
Y'all don't understand how often I dance.
Yeah.
He dances a lot.
I'm a dancing ass nigga.
I ain't never seen this.
He always.
We see you all the time. We just get
all the time.
We've never seen this nigga dance. We done been to the club.
I'm a dancing ass nigga.
So we find out he be secretly dancing in the house.
I'll be dancing.
Me too.
Why you never dance when we go out? Nigga, hell me.
I mean, shit. I'm more like if the vibe is there.
What's not a vibe?
We ain't never had a good time.
I feel like
I feel like we now.
I feel like we have a good
backflips. Now you fucking dancing. Who are you, bro?
I feel bamboozled.
I don't know who you are anymore.
I'm Batman. No, like real talk. When we go out, y'all to see me dance before.
You gotta record this nigga.
That last time.
This shit is like.
This is new news.
It's like trying to catch Michael
It's
Jackson.
so
dancing.
random though. Like it happens out of nowhere. So it's like I can't really get it because it's so random.
So it's when you vulnerable with your family.
I've never seen this nigga dance.
No,
I've
He used
never.
to do it at the past job too.
But y'all know when we go to like the club, like that last time we went, that was just an awkward setup.
Yeah.
That was
Where we
one
did
time out of several times.
We've been to the club many times.
Several. Never did.
Never.
So I'm just a finger gun.
Not even. You just be chilling, like, you know what I'm saying. But you ain't never bust no
bust a
jug.
swag surf
You know
or
what I'm
something,
saying,
but
but
not
not like a goddamn.
Yeah, I'm hot as hell.
Because you understand.
Okay.
Give me a
Dance right now.
Oh man, is that everybody?
Yeah.
All right,
That was a good
so
one.
blast from the past. I will go first.
Okie dokie.
My blast from the past is the movie Dennis the Menace.
Hey, Mr. Will.
Because he was bad. It's fuck.
Yeah, that
Bad.
motherfucker.
Bad.
Y'all ever had a bad day?
I got a little Dennis.
We got a little Dennis too.
We got a little Dennis.
It's a little Dennis. He lives right here.
He does.
And
right
that motherfucker come around. He'll invite himself in our garage.
Take our
TK.
shit.
Yeah.
You met that motherfucker. This motherfucker.
He's like, can you walk me to your house, sir? I'm not walking you anywhere, okay? You're not my son. I don't know who you are.
And it's always one of them. And I feel it's like I like him because I've always known him. Like it's always been him somewhere. It's always it's always a little nigga like that in the neighborhood. Don't mind asking for shit.
Right.
First of all,
my mama don't buy me nothing. Y'all got nice stuff.
Right. Can I have some chips?
And that's
I tell kids to stop begging for people's shit, man. Tell your kids don't be coming.
Niggas are clean.
Dennis was y'all. He would have been banned from my fucking house.
So
like there's no
you
way.
don't know me.
Yeah.
It's always
Kids ain't supposed to beg? No? You shouldn't beg? Kids shouldn't beg?
Not other people. Like family, yes. Like if my niece and nephew come over, of course you guys me for whatever. But neighborhood
Random
children,
kids.
nigga, I don't know you. Because I'm not gonna give you something you allergic to, and then you get swell up, and then no.
Yeah. Or
I didn't know
you
I
just
could eat
feel
ice
like
cream.
this is where you come for the food.
Yeah.
You start coming back
cats.
every day.
They're like stray cats.
Yeah. And you know, I guess I'm on the fence with that. Sometimes I feel like I could give you some, but then you're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't mind. Like
I don't mind all the way.
I take the like okay, perfect example. You know, I got the baby, so like it's hella little kids, like the little like and like if we outside and I give Gabriel like a popsicle, I give everybody. If I give Gabriel juice, I give everybody juice. If I give Gabriel, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like I don't know.
Come up to you and ask you. I mean, like I'm talking about where you're not giving Gabriel anything, and they're knocking on your door. Can I have a popsicle? Like, get the fuck away.
I guess that is kind of different. Yeah.
If you're already out there doing it, you know what I'm saying?
We put a scooter in the garbage can out there, and he took it.
See, that's
you could just give it.
That means it's more than something going on over there. Like,
I'll go.
They're gonna buy a new bike. Y'all not
No.
I'm gonna say Bebe's Kids. That's my movie.
The movie.
Okay, I fucking love Bebe's Kids.
Yes.
I wanted to be Khalil.
Yeah.
I
think every nigga want to be Khalil because he wasn't no sucker. But that haircut was that shit was wild when that hat came off.
Hot top fade.
Nigga, he had that boosie.
Yeah,
That boosie fade.
that was the haircut back then.
It was.
You ever had a boosie fade?
You know I had a boosie. It was an accident, yo.
I don't even understand why they call it a boosie fade. Like he the first nigga to do that shit. Nigga, that was the way niggas was getting their hair cut at one point.
But it's just he was the first celebrity that still does it to this
but
day.
you want to know something else? It
like
used
a
to have that little
signature
tail in the back.
Yeah.
You remember the little tail?
You ever had a tail?
I had a few
had a
tails.
tail?
I had a few
I've never.
tails.
You had a red tail? No.
Never.
I had a few tails.
Okay, look at you with the red tail.
I never.
I had the little piece of hair in the front too.
Not the piece of hair.
Like
okay, I
Ant,
ain't seen that. Though. I don't know what
like
that is.
Ant from Minister
So
Society.
you went through all the
okay,
childhood.
I had all week, bro.
But that ain't no different than now when the kids do the man buns or they do the little fro with the line up. Like
I had
it's
them
only
all.
like 4 haircuts out there right now. For real.
I like the braids though. The ones that hang with the crazy design in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
They-
I don't like
Where the fuck were these hairstyles when we was growing up? Nigga, the most you had was the zigzag braids.
Y'all ever see this shit? It was like the haircuts we had growing up. The haircuts.
These niggas look like models.
Yeah, my whole head was bald. All you saw was the little line right here. There was no hair anywhere else.
My mom used to make me get the ball fade all the time. But
all around. It wasn't faded out. It was
I never had a Caesar.
Yeah.
My mom used to always just cut it all off.
Like my hair grow too fast.
Right. Eventually, it's gonna turn into a nice fade.
Yes, I was the only nigga that never had a lineup. It'd be like right here lined up, but never. It was nothing else.
Just right here. Everything else is
I don't
bald.
like niggas with braids though. Is that weird?
What kind of braids? Just
Like
mini braids?
Cornrows or like
No.
pop smokes, which is braids in general.
The pop smokes is okay only sometimes.
Yeah.
What about the nips? The Nipsey Hustles?
His braids was fire. I'm sorry.
The braids were. I just don't like niggas with braids. I feel
all.
like
I don't mind the braid look on us still. It was one point where I was like, you got braids? Because it was weird when the do-rags came back. I was like, niggas wear
braids was
do-rags.
associated with jail because niggas couldn't get haircuts.
But if you get some the way they doing braids now is just crazy.
It's
man.
hella
I don't
design.
know. I feel
don't like the straight back cornrows, but I do like where it's faded on the side.
Yeah, I was
and braided at the top.
You took the words out my mouth. I think like right when you can kind of switch it up and wear it like in a ponytail or wear it out and loose.
So
But
it's just
real clean
old
and
to y'all?
faded.
Does that look old?
Yeah, I get it. I just
So
know
braids on
you're
the side is weird.
Like all the way, like straight to the backs, or like what design? I don't give a fuck if you got a million designs and it's going. If you got any type of, I don't like it.
No,
I don't
think
like it.
It's a youth thing too, because younger
and
people with
older,
straight
like
back
you like
very-
40 something.
Like
I
be seeing Iverson with his braids, his signature braids. Sometimes he look like an old nigga with dreads, old nigga with braids. You know?
I guess that's what it is. I don't like that look.
See, he's had it his whole life, so it's like he never switched his look. It's when niggas be trying to have midlife crisis and you in a fucking.
I'm finna go grow some braids.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
If you going dreads after 30, you're a fucking weirdo.
Well, maybe not dreads, but braids, because dreads is a life.
That could be like a cleansing thing that you want to choose to start over. I'm about to say,
usually people don't start dreads till later in life.
That's true too.
Yeah,
because they never had a choice any other time.
Yeah,
facts.
Mine was what was we doing? Oh, Blast from the Past.
Yeah.
Mine was So growing up, did y'all ever have like one shit that you ate like nigga you just wasn't going? Like at home, I give my kids one thing that no matter what, if I cook it, they don't have to eat it. That's like they only get one thing. So because I remember growing up, it was I wasn't fucking with like onions and vegetables. That I'm not
niggas still don't fuck with.
I used to be growing up.
Yeah,
fuck y'all.
He said back in the day, yesterday.
But I remember my mama had made some home fries and I was smashing them and I was like, what? She was like, that's onions. I was like, I'm not eating that. She was like, if you don't eat it, I'm gonna beat you.
Damn.
He used to say I got a whooping at the table. I wasn't doing that.
What's home fries?
Like sliced potatoes,
potatoes,
but you cook them in the pan.
No, I love the potatoes, aren't the fucking onions that come with it.
But you gotta put the peppers and the onions in it to give it that flavor.
You can fucking season it better, nigga. Fuck all that green pepper onion shit.
No, but like it depends on how you make them. Like
slimy, crunchy. That shit nasty.
Yeah, I love vegetables. My mom understood when I was young and I didn't eat neck bones and shit. Like I just didn't like neck bones.
You don't want to suck the neck out of a bone.
No,
I don't know. I just never understood how to eat them. It was just always it was bone and fat,
right?
And then like a little bit of meat you can rub out. You know what I'm saying? It was
mine
much work.
Mine was okra. I can't stand okra. Like I don't care how it's cooked.
That shit
don't bother me.
Nasty. Yeah.
I like a little okra when it's fried with a little seasoning. Like I learned that from churches.
I got tricked. My grandma told me that shit was popcorn chicken. We almost got the hook. And grandma, R.I.P. Don't ever give me fucking vegetables disguised as meat foods. I'll kill you. That shit's disrespectful. Like, give me a heads up. Like, don't do that.
I like when she made that sweet potato souffle or that carrot souffle.
She told me it was sweet potato pie. It was carrots.
But it was delicious. It was good. It was good.
It was good.
Oh, I thought of one. Okay. Y'all, you remember your first crush?
Yes.
You do? Yeah. That's I was thinking. I don't know.
I had a first crush a couple of times.
I know.
Are you talking about the first?
Not like at 5, but like
that
you can remember. You know what I'm saying?
Like I remember feeling very weird. Like the emotion. Like I didn't know how to handle the emotion. And like when I would hear Brandy's "Have You Ever," I would be like so sad because I wasn't sure if he liked me back, and I didn't want to talk to him and stuff like that.
So simple time back then for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just
me with crushes back in the day were weird because I never could talk to him.
Like
it was like you have a whole relationship with him and
just looking at him,
picturing all this shit.
I was like that. It was this lady that used to watch us. It was her daughter. She was stupid fucking fine. Well, at the time I was fine, but it sounds weird now, but at the time that's why. But I remember like you said like that. But I never say anything to him. It was like your mom's watching us.
Too scared.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always thought
I was just too scared. Now that I think about it, I didn't look at it as fear back then. I thought I was just admiring, but now it's just
females don't realize that not for every man, but for a lot of niggas, that shit is hard to just
muster up enough courage to be like, "What's up, my boy?"
And now bitches be like, "Boy, bot," like that shit. Like
the crazy thing is like,
you gotta shoot your shot in weird ways now.
Have you ever been turned down before?
No.
Like shot down?
Like ever?
No, because but I've never really been like I
shoot your shot kind of
I know when a female like me and I can just go from there. Like
I've been shot down, but not in like a disrespectful way.
No, but just in general, like you know,
when they give you the I got a boyfriend. Yeah. Because it was one point where I was a hollering ass nigga. Yeah, you know, you holler at a honey, every honey ain't gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some no's in there, man. When I used to work at Walmart back in the day, oh man, it was every day you hollering at somebody. And everybody ain't saying everybody ain't gonna go. Hopefully everybody don't go. Right? You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I ain't never been turned down, but you can tell when a person is into you on a type
that's how it was,
attention. So it's like I can honestly say like I ain't never like hop down or try to like holler at a nigga. Yeah. But if I hit you and you ain't on my back, then I move the fuck around.
Some people let you down easy. Some people let you down easy.
You know,
in that aspect,
I done seen some niggas get shot down crazy, especially in the club.
But look at your fucking shoes, nigga. Like damn, you have to be.
It started from when you get behind her, she turn around. behind and walk off with your dumb ass.
You know why? Because people, I hate when bitches be like, I don't do that. Yes, you do. It just depends on how they look when you turn around. If it's a yes or this
they're looking back to see. That's why they're looking back.
Right. They're trying to see. Or if you got a real friend, they telling you, man, me and Minnie done did that before. We make eye contact. She be like, stop dancing. Like you let them know. Get up.
Come up behind you. I'm in there.
I used to wear hats to the club, and I have my shit. You remember that hat? I remember one time.
Hats are catfish for niggas.
Yes, it is.
Catfish.
I just heard of that. I never knew that was a thing, but it is because a nigga can be so fine, but you looking like
the hat off is game over.
That's the equivalent of the female wig.
Facts.
Yeah. It's like
any type of headgear for a dude.
Because it changes
changes the dynamic of shit. Like nigga,
Like
especially a shiesty. That's unfair.
Motherfucker pulled. I was dancing on her. She turned around,
pulled your shit
grabbed
up?
my hat, pulled it up, and I was like, I just stood there. She just turned back around. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But she's
like, okay, you good?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you gotta see.
Yo, I got a face card. Don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? But I just seen some rejection that be crazy.
Push you off.
Oh my god, push! I remember a nigga getting mushed.
That type of shit. I just seen a nigga hit a bitch back though.
You mushed a nigga?
I've pushed somebody off of me before, and not even not even in mid like dancing because like. No, I'm lying. I have, especially in my younger busting it open dancing like, and you realize that, and you don't want to dance anymore. That's just, I don't want to dance. You're ugly. I'm not even. I don't want to do that anymore.
Do y'all think that the whole you bent over me coming up on you ain't that weird anyway though?
No, not when you're fucked up and you're having a good time. Not for me. No,
it's just like a random person because some girls never turn around.
I just need to
those
see.
are the whores,
right? I gotta see who I'm dancing.
Respectable women turn around.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or you done try to buy me a drink. And then that's really how it go for me. It'll be like, you'll try to bring me a drink, but I rarely adjust. Like if I'm standing there and then
I think that's a younger
whoever because you're not.
Yeah, when you're older, you just first of all niggas just don't get behind bitches either because the bitch might be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're younger, it was just like whatever.
It's whatever.
You was trying to see how many dances you could get in the night.
Competition,
how many numbers you could get.
Right. Now it's like nigga, I'm selective.
What about when the light comes on? Right. And it just ain't what you thought it was.
I always had a rule. I feel like you a scrub if you wait till the lights come on. I don't know. It's just like it's like the nigga said it's time to go. Like why you ain't got nowhere to go, bro? You
I figure we always leave before it's time to go. I don't ever
like that shit weird.
Y'all still behind a girl that couldn't twerk or do nothing. Like just,
right? How does that go? Like she couldn't dance.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you get away from. Yeah. The ones that you backing up all hard and shit.
Oh my god!
And they usually trying to make you fall. Yeah, it's usually the ones that don't got no ass.
Oh my god!
The ones that ain't got no ass.
She just be like, what you doing? This shit hurt.
That's not true. Little booties matter.
No, not disrespecting, but it's usually the little booties that be pushing you.
Can't dance. They can't
because they used to.
You gotta know how. If you got a little booty, you can't like push it back on a nigga. You gotta grind on a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's different. There's levels to it. Okay.
That's so funny.
You ever dance face to face?
Yes.
Like slow dance?
Anything, like dancing face to face. Because I notice a lot of usually motherfuckers don't be dancing face to face.
You never dance.
Definitely
I've never like
we rocking eyes.
No, y'all need to go to the reggae clubs. That's face to face all day.
You know what happens?
But not even like the reggae club. Like you know how like at a certain time in the night they might like put it on for like the ladies. I definitely like we're face to face, and not even like reggae. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not doing like a two-step, like like a routine.
Yeah, but like to be in the club like by myself and find somebody to do that.
I've definitely been single and still.
Grab a nigga.
Like, not a lot.
Most of my dances start out face to face. Like if I see somebody I'm fucking with, but I'm not aggressively grabbing you. Like it's more like
trying to rip our arm off.
Nah, like it's.
I don't like that.
It's all in the approach. I'm not like come here. It's like first I see you and we make an eye contact before I even grab you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just
what's up, girl?
Yeah,
right.
And then the grab turns into us dancing because what I do is the gentle hand grab to see if it's even all right. You know, we start dancing. If she let go, she let go. But if she don't, then we start dancing face to face. Then I turn you around when the song changed to some fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me I ain't never been held up. You ain't never been held up. You got a nigga back there. Come on,
that was back in the day.
That should have been blast from the past.
Right, the house party dances.
It was always the niggas that didn't play to hold the niggas up.
Exactly. Paramount ends $3 billion lawsuit.
So that was not a lawsuit, right? It was a bidding war.
It was a bidding war.
Auction?
Yeah, it's an auction.
Yeah.
And we all thought Tyler Perry.
But you know what? That's what they posted though. They was like, "Oh, he the owner." That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? But it was worth $3 billion. They said his bid was $2 billion. They wasn't going for that.
I just still don't see people just watching TV like that, man.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers is on social. Ain't nobody running to get cable to watch BET.
But you know all these. But you got to think about it. It's not necessarily cable. All these things you're talking about have moved on to apps and shit like that. So they keep up with the times.
Right, like
to be worth $3 billion, you gotta have kept up with the times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like BT still do the awards and all
And
that
then
shit.
BT, they got their app, you know, the Paramount app. They got they definitely you can stream those.
So what it was a lot of different. Well, not a lot. I think it was like 3 different companies like wrapped up in the auction, but it wasn't just BET. It was, but all collectively was worth like $3 billion or whatever.
And they had like little names that was thinking about bidding, like 50 Cent and
it was. They threw a couple big wigs out there, but it was like everybody all together. It was too.
There was like
it has to be something different, a lot different about sports and TV because everybody was rushing to get the Commanders, the Washington Commanders, but nobody's rushing to BET to buy that.
No, of course not.
You know, football and all that shit always been $1 billion business, like
because everybody loves sports.
They love competitive, and now that you can legally bet on that shit, that was game over. Like I still need to figure out how to do that shit. They niggas be making money,
making bread
like, off the picks and off that shit like that. Like it's a lot of ways to make money out there.
Facts. Let's keep it moving. Antonio Armstrong Jr. gets life for killing his parents.
That's just crazy.
I told y'all we didn't have this talk for like the last 3 years about people not giving a fuck about killing their kids and their parents now. Like this is just this is a wild shit.
You're supposed to go kill people outside of the house. Like what kind of turmoil? I've been trying to figure out like what kind of turmoil.
That's a fear though, but you never know though
because
what your kids are going
kids
through,
could be crazy and not even. I think a lot of times people do take that approach like, well, what? How could they really be raising them to make them want to kill you? But
sometimes
the kid could just be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes parents be doing a little
bullshit. I spend a lot of time with my kids though. Like I on purpose. Like I make them watch movies with me. I make sure like we eat dinner together. Like I force them to engage with us. So it's just like, but not to say that even works, but that's what I figure.
I mean, I definitely do think that creating bonds do help. But I feel like it's a 50-50. You know, you just never know. You know, you could be raised up in the best home and still fucking snap, or be raised up in the crazy home and snap. You know what I'm saying? I think it just, people.
I think it also comes to being alert to as parents and just knowing like if somebody opens up your door,
like your friends, who your best friend,
if somebody, not only that, but just being aware of what's going on in your house, regardless if it's your kids or not. Like if somebody comes in your house, comes in your room, like you got to be alert in this shit. You never know.
But I guess we had an incident the other day. I consider it, but our daughter, she was going through it with one of her friends or whatever, and I guess the friend she had let her other friend go through her phone, and she was calling my daughter a bitch and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like. I don't go for that. Like my daughter, it's a Saturday, she in the room crying. Right. Ain't nobody do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So of course we took the phone. We calling parents instantly. They like, we never happened. So long story short, she was like, the girl apologized, and they just, you know what I'm saying? But I don't play that shit.
And with children, man, mental illness. I mean, if you have like
my daughter's real like. Y'all know she's real sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's just
mental illness is like it can be temporary and it comes in stages too. Like somebody be like, oh, he's dealing with mental illness. Sometimes the wrong shit could be happening. Like you said, she's dealing with some shit at school. Yeah, like she's going through something right now, right? And if God forbid something happens, she does something to herself because
that's be my thing.
And you be like, it's not who she is. It's just what she's going through.
What pushed her to do it? Yeah.
So, happened to somebody that I knew. This when I was younger, when I had Jordan, when I used to work at Krispy Kreme, and this lady, it was so crazy because she used to come in there all the time and bring her son up there because I used to have to bring him to work with me sometimes, and I never had anyways. But they used to play together and stuff. It was just cool. She was a really nice lady, and he actually committed suicide.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and he was like 14, 13, something like that. And
that should be sad.
Everything's so emotional now with kids that we don't even like recognize. Like
I didn't realize how not to cut you up, but how big suicide is. Like how that's their option. Like they want to go to it.
And
like they don't have it out.
I didn't think of
Have y'all heard a lot of this? You got to think about it. Like a lot of their songs, like for example, like Ride Wave. He has a very lot of suicidal songs.
I wanna die. You wanna die? Wait, what are we talking about here? I don't wanna die.
Because that, like, I put my kids Alexa in the open. I hear all the songs they play. Names of
It's gonna be in the hallway.
What?
And you're getting influenced. You're getting influenced to handle things. I
don't know if it's bad or not, but I definitely
he likes drill music.
Yeah,
I'm dead ass.
I like drill music.
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh my god!
Just take a while. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I definitely go through my daughter's stuff, like her phone. I definitely go through that. I definitely go through her journal too, just so I can not catch some stuff like I want to kill myself or something like that. Like I don't read every page, but I do skim through that shit just to make sure I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see what you're writing, okay? Because I want to know, like, if you have trouble,
that's how we find out.
You know, if you're suicidal and stuff like that, I need to know that. So
see, I'm in a weird space because he's 17, he's gonna be 18.
I know the age is different,
and it's so hard because it's like it comes to a point where you have to give them some type of privacy.
Well, you have to play a factor.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just be trying to find my balance. You know what I'm saying?
You have to fight your own battles.
I still be involved, like. Yeah. Because I feel like if you're that dependent on me, then I'm still going to be involved. If you still got to call me every 30 seconds, Mom, then guess what? I'm finna bust in your room and see what you want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
17, I'm always just dropped to them no matter what. Suicide is just not an option. Figure it out. Come to me. Come to somebody who cares. Talk. Let it out. Don't kill yourself. Because if you kill yourself, I'm going to bring you back again.
Yeah, I give my kids 15 minutes before bed to holler at me about anything.
Express yourself. And parents, always make sure you're open to listen to your kids talk. Man. A lot of times we don't feel... Because I grew up, my mom listened to everything I said, but I never had... another person to talk to. You know, sometimes you need another person.
Another outlet.
Because sometimes your parents...
They're always biased.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong. What you mean you depressed?
We're so quick to dismiss.
What you got?
Our kids,
you ain't got nothing to be depressed about.
And I found out my son was depressed through we had took him for a physical, and I guess at a certain age they let them fill out the paperwork by themselves. And she definitely was like, "Yeah, your son is definitely." I guess the answers he showed or whatever. That shit it's very like you gotta really pay attention.
Depression is very loud.
Yeah, it was because he said one of his friends was like going through something or whatever.
Man, it's so funny how you at that age you make people's problems your own.
Yeah, you right.
Like one of his friends lived in like a bad neighborhood and she heard gunshots and stuff. Like so, it like really upset him and shit. Yeah.
Yo, that's a life lesson right there. Hey, son, you're blessed.
You know what I'm saying? To not
appreciate
each other. For real.
Hey, let's keep it moving, man. Michael K. Williams, his drug dealer, got 10 years in jail. How you feel about that? The drug dealer getting time for you dying.
Granted, I feel like yes, he should go to jail, but I feel like they do push the agenda more when it is a celebrity. Like drug dealers kill crackheads all the time with their drugs.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm being for real.
I feel like y'all are taking it that way, but I don't look at it that way. No, I feel like nigga, it's still murder. You should get time. I feel like they're like people are trying to downside. Like, cause I get what you're saying. Like, oh, they don't get that much time when crackheads die, but they're also the crackheads aren't going to the hospital and telling on the people. You see what I'm saying?
But nobody told though.
Oh, but they found out. Clearly, they found that
investigation.
But that's what I'm saying. So, and yes, is it different because maybe different previous? You see what I'm saying? But
he still should go to jail. I'm not.
You see, but it's still murder. If it was murder in another way,
let me ask y'all this question though: if you sell some weed to somebody, they be like, "Hey man, let me get a little 3-5 real quick," and you give it to them, and they roll up and smoke it and crash on the way home because they should
that be your fault?
Absolutely. Should you go to jail? Should you go to jail?
Yeah,
I left a little blunt in your ashtray for you, man. I hit that blunt and crashed earlier and took out 4 people.
Yeah, because they're trying to say that if you didn't give them what they did, they wouldn't have did what they did. So it's just like
they'll find a way to blame it.
That's slippery slope to me.
But not even. So how's that no different than if you have an underage child at your house and they drink liquor and get fucked up? You shouldn't go to jail. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
you're providing something.
All right, it's your birthday party. And we lit. What is it? February 22nd.
Yeah.
All right, it's February. It's February 22nd. We all lit at the crib. You got the Ciroc that you wanted to taste, and you pour me up a shot, and I go home and crash on the way home. They come into your house. You going to jail for for 10 years.
Not when you.
But it's just like to a certain extent, I shouldn't have let you drive home. Like I'm your man's nigga. I would have gave you an Uber.
So you advocated for, hey, it's your responsibility. You're still responsible in a way.
If I fuck with you heavy and I see you stumbling, I'm not letting you drive. You got me fucked up. That's not happening.
All right. I would like to think that these niggas don't know what's in their drugs. They just selling them.
That's what I believe.
I don't think Michael K was probably one of his longtime customers, and he ended up
got a bad batch.
I got a new batch for you. He like, hey, hit me with that. I got a roll coming up. I need.
That shit crazy.
Let some pressure off. Because, like you said, didn't you say Mac Miller?
Mac Miller drug dealer went to, yes, he did.
That's a different
punishment. Did anybody find out what drug dealer got DMX?
They going to.
Yeah. I know they're going to.
Eventually, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if they care.
But see, that's the point I'm making. I think the care level be different because of the person. If you're going to send drug dealers to jail, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not like that, but if you know what I'm saying,
but they do though. That's what I'm saying. When they get caught with,
be so fast. Like, in 2 days.
But no, because you got to think though. But when a nigga get caught with some drugs, they be giving them hella time, and if they ain't even getting the people yet, you just you see what I'm saying?
They really probably getting the time for
actually having that. You see what I'm saying?
You also got to factor in that celebrities got a little money. Money talks. Like, you know, so if you can pay
they got private investigators and shit.
Like,
that's
then it's,
we got all the evidence right here.
Yeah, so
nigga got probably all his. All you do is go to his phone and see all the locations he went to.
Yeah. R.I.P. Michael K. Williams. I guess you could say you got a little bit of justice. Replay with TK.
All right, so I did. Did y'all see Elemental? The Disney?
Yes.
We know you didn't see it.
Yes.
I like.
He said we was gonna watch it last night.
Well, you can still watch it. It's a good. I like Pixar.
It really was a good movie. Like it was. So to me, I took it as a play on interracial couple, but they used like the elements to do it. So how it went was they started off. It was they was in the, like at the fire tribe or whatever, and they were like the immigrants or whatever, and they kind of moved to like the equivalent to like New York or you know what I'm saying, like to the city or whatever. But it was a really good story, and she ended up falling in love with somebody completely opposite, as it always happens. He was literally like water, so it was like fire and water, which obviously you could never put together because either one will fire either evaporated or water will dole it out. But it was cute though. My only gripe was these be kids movies, and they just be saying like it was like little slick innuendos. Like it was one part in particular at the end. And her father was retiring. He was like, "We got so much time to do the hanky panky now." And it's like, come on, man, this is a Disney movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the hanky panky. Like,
it's sexy.
It definitely got little adult jokes.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. But overall, it was a good movie, though. I like that. I'll give it. For the sexual shit, I gotta take at least like I do like a 7.5.
Okay. And that's the only thing you taking out of it.
Yeah, just because. But no, the story I liked it because I'm in an interracial relationship, so it's like it really hit home. You know what I'm saying? Because people do look at you funny and be like, you know, it's not supposed to be like this. You gotta. I hate when people be like, you should date your own race. I understand, feel what you feel, but some of the most beautiful people on this earth are biracial. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be. Now, gender, that's a whole different subject. But as far as like racial, I don't think you should be able to date whoever you want to date.
I don't think it ever be, and I know this is taking it way to the left.
Turn up.
But I don't think it ever, well, let me not say never, because you have a lot of people that's bitter and they don't like to see that. But I think that it be when they try to downplay the race.
Yeah.
Like, I would never date a black woman because that's why I'm with white women. And it's like, you don't have to.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where it comes from, because it's almost like, because it's like black men almost put other races like it are better than black women.
I hear you.
Like, she's foreign, or she like it's better. Why it's not better? You see what I'm saying? So that's all, and I think that's where that comes from. You know.
But you know, it was like I said, it was a pretty straight movie. I think it came out with on Disney Plus, I believe.
Oh, come out to check it out.
It ain't out yet. We watched it on a little site.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus.
I want to say it's on Disney.
Oh, say
it's
less.
on one of them damn apps. I don't know.
I watched it on the one that you got.
Okay, right.
Okay.
The 4K.
I liked it. It was cute.
It was. I liked it.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into the diamonds in the rough. Diamonds in the rough.
Spreading that positivity.
Right.
I'm going to highlight Haley Thomas. When she was 8, her dad got diagnosed with diabetes, a very serious illness that we go through in our community a lot. And her mom decided that they weren't going to stand for it. They wanted to end it without the use of drugs. So they did a lot of research and changed his diet and were able to reverse it. And now he's diabetes free. This sparked Haley to create a nonprofit called HAPPY, which stands for Healthy, Active, Positive, Purposeful Youth. And she goes across the country and tries to promote good eating and good active kids. Basically, she talks to kids about being healthy, staying active, promotes health and wellness within our community as African Americans. And her goal is to try to prevent us from getting diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease like we usually end up getting as we get older. So good luck to her on her journey. She goes and she speaks about it. This nonprofit is making a lot of money, even though it is a nonprofit. She still wants to promote just healthy eating, y'all. That's what we need so bad within our community, because we have so many, and we have so much diseases that just run with us as a culture in general.
Literally eating yourself to death.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, and it's killing us. Like I think heart disease is one of the top killers of us. Like, so
eat your fruits and veggies, man.
For real.
You eat your fruits and veggies.
Goddamn.
I drink them. I drink them.
Right. Y'all know I like to end it on a positive note with a quote. I'm going to say, do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. Maya Angelou.
Oh, that's fine.
Hey.
That's fine. I like that.
And that was another good episode of the Hip Hop Millennials, and you are tuned in with your boy.
It's smooth jazz.
Right, Bobby Joe's gospel.
Hey y'all, thank y'all for listening. I am Cashews.
It's your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamond.
It's your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Oh, and y'all, we definitely have a bit. We're gonna do the announcement. Y'all want to do it?
I think we should do it.
Don't do it.
No. Okay.
I just
want to.
Well, look, no, we could announce it because whether he do it or not, we doing that shit.
We doing it.
Visuals next week.
You finna see us.
Yeah,
You finna see what's the fuck going on. You finna be able to see. I'm so excited. Y'all excited? I'm excited.
We excited. I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening.
We out this bitch.